3 to 4 firefighters on our truck. As soon as they get on scene, the company officer will do what's known as a 360 evaluation to find out what type of hazards there are on the road, if there's leaking gas or oil, and how many patients, and if he needs any additional resources. As far as safety is concerned, generally speaking, we're going to pull all of our equipment off to make sure we have everything we need. And we're also going to pull off a fire extinguisher just in case the vehicle crash causes a fire while we're doing our extrication. At this point, we have 2 of our firefighters stabilizing the vehicle. The vehicle is stabilized because when we have some of our firefighters working on the vehicle and opening it up to take the patient out to bring them to the hospital, what ends up happening is all these firefighters working on the vehicle, it moves around quite a bit. And obviously we're concerned with patient safety, so we want to make sure that patients aren't moved too much or jarred to make their injuries worse than they were before we got on scene. If we take a look, we can see that firefighter Sean Peisel, who's our lead paramedic, has taken the back seat of the vehicle to hold the patient, which is a mannequin. And the crew has started the extrication procedure. They've done their 360, and they're getting some of our specialized equipment, some of our hydraulic tools, which commonly known as the jaws of life, out to pop the door off and take the patient out. As an ongoing assessment, Chief Gillis is the safety officer. He's got the white helmet on and has a safety vest. He's the one that's looking at the overall safety of the scene, making sure the firefighters stay safe during the incident, and see if he needs any additional resources if something happens during the extrication. Also at this point, you've seen that the firefighters have broken some of the glass. The reason why they break the glass is because we don't want to be prying on a door or trying to take a door off and have the glass break in the patient's face or in the firefighter's face. At this point, as I discussed earlier, they're using the jaws of life, which is a hydraulic equipment. It uses about 10,000 psi of force, the hydraulics, to open up the doors. Firefighters are progressing quite nicely. We've already got the door open. At this point, what they're going to do is they're going to probably work on the front of that door and pop that door completely off. That way they can take the ambulance stretcher and the backboard and load the patient up safely to be taken to the hospital. Now the crews are diligently working to remove the door from the vehicle. With so many makes and models of cars, there's no single way of taking the door off, so there's always an adaptive challenge. They're doing pretty good. They're at the point now where they're going to extricate the patient from the vehicle. They're done using the hydraulic equipment. The ambulance company has brought over their equipment so they can safely take the patient out. The crews going to work together as a team to safely remove the patient from the vehicle and put them on the long spine board. That way they can receive treatment in the back of their ambulance to get the definitive care at the local hospital. they've put a cervical collar on the mannequin patient to make sure that the patient's neck doesn't move in case the patient has some neck or back injuries. They're securing the patient to the back door, and from that point in time, they're going to roll the patient to the ambulance and take them to the hospital. At this point, they've successfully packaged the patient. The patient is going to be taken to the ambulance and transported to the hospital. Let's give our Eastlake Fire Rescue Unit a round of applause. They've extricated the patient in 4 minutes and 26 seconds and did an excellent job. Any questions that you folks